ready to dive into a world of ninjas and hidden villages. Today, we're unpacking the start of a legendary anime, Naruto Uzumaki.
A classic.
Specifically, we're taking a deep dive into the very first episode, Enter, Naruto Uzumaki.
The one that started it all.
We've got your notes on the characters, a summary of the episode's plot, even some screenshots. So we're ready to uncover why this episode is a fan favorite and how it sets the stage for Naruto's epic journey.
It's the perfect place to start, you know. This episode, it isn't just about introducing us to the world. It subtly plants the seeds for themes and relationships that unfold across the entire series.
Right off the bat, we're thrown into the Hidden Leaf Village, this vibrant, bustling place. But it's got a history as rich as it is troubled. What really struck me from the wiki entry is this event that marks Naruto's entire existence, the attack of the nine-tailed fox. I mean, talk about a baptism by fire for the village.
Oh, absolutely. Imagine this. A creature of pure chakra, immense power capable of leveling mountains, just like that.
With a flick of its tail, right?
Exactly. The wiki describes the utter chaos it unleashed on the Hidden Leaf, tsunamis, fires, countless skilled ninjas falling before its might. It paints a very vivid picture of what this village went through.
And in steps the Fourth Hokage, the leader, the strongest of them all. He confronts this beast head-on, ultimately sacrificing himself to save everyone.
Well,
Hero stuff, right?
absolutely.
But here's where it gets really interesting. The Fourth Hokage doesn't destroy the nine-tailed fox. He seals it inside Naruto, a newborn baby.
Right from the start, you see this incredible weight placed on Naruto's shoulders. A burden he never asked for, a power he doesn't understand. It's this fascinating paradox. He's both the village's savior and a living reminder of the tragedy they endured.
No wonder the villagers have such a hard time with him. They see the nine-tailed fox when they look at Naruto, and that fear is a constant shadow over his childhood. So how does that impact Naruto? This episode really digs into that. We see him pulling pranks, defacing the Hokage monument. The ultimate act of teenage rebellion in the Hidden Leaf. It's kind of hilarious, but also kind of sad when you think about it.
Right. Remember what we said about the nine-tailed fox? The villagers' fear, suspicion, it all boils down to Naruto craving attention, you know. Acceptance, like a desperate cry to be seen as something more than just the container for this dangerous power.
Yeah. And that desperation, it kind of bleeds into his ninja training, too. The episode summary mentions him really struggling to master the Shadow Clone Jutsu, which, I mean, that's supposed to be, like, basic for ninjas.
Right.
But instead of some awesome display of power, he even resorts to that hilarious sexty jutsu, much to Iruka-sensei's dismay. I have to ask, at this point, do you think Naruto even wants to be Hokage? Or is it just this deep craving for attention? Any kind of attention?
That's the question, isn't it? That hangs over this entire episode. He acts out, he jokes. But if you look closer, delve deeper into the wiki entry, you see these glimpses of his true desire. He talks about wanting to surpass all the previous Hokage, to earn the village's respect. And that yearning for recognition, for connection, that's what makes him relatable even when he's, driving everyone crazy.
Oh, absolutely. You can't help but root for him, even when he's goofing off. But speaking of relatable, let's talk about that scene with Iruka at the ramen shop. I mean, who hasn't been hangry enough to relate to Naruto in that moment? It's such a pivotal moment. That scene gets me every time. It's more than just Naruto scarfing down ramen, right? It's this quiet moment of understanding, something he's craved for so long.
Yeah, it really highlights the tragedy of his childhood,
We see Iruka, instead of scolding him for acting out, he's patiently listening to Naruto's dreams, his frustrations.
He's looking for that connection.
It's a side of Naruto we rarely see,
Absolutely. And the wiki even mentions how he grew up alone, ostracized by the villagers, right? So Iruka offering that bowl of ramen, it's symbolic, it's about providing that comfort, that nourishment, acknowledging Naruto's pain.
Yeah.
It's no wonder ramen becomes this recurring symbol of connection throughout the entire series,
It really makes the betrayal that follows even more gut-wrenching. Mizuki, the other teacher, he manipulates Naruto into stealing the scroll of sealing.
Oh, yeah.
This forbidden scroll containing, like, powerful, dangerous jujutsu. It's a clever twist, what you don't see coming in the first half.
No, you don't. And the way he preys on Naruto's deepest insecurities, right? Revealing the truth about the nine-tailed fox. Telling him he's hated, feared.
It's a lot.
It's calculated. this move to exploit Naruto's desire for acceptance, twisting it into something destructive, it's no wonder this episode resonates with so many viewers, right? I mean, we've all felt that sting of betrayal, haven't we?
This is where the episode goes from like lighthearted to intensely emotional.
Yeah.
Naruto's not only being used, but he's forced to confront the truth about the nine-tailed fox. This burden he carries, the fear it instills in others.
Yeah.
It's a lot for a kid to handle.
It is, and yet he finds the strength to fight back. That climax, the showdown with Mizuki, it's about so much more than just mastering a jujitsu. It's about protecting Iruka, the one person who showed him kindness.
Iruka, that moment when he perfects the shadow clone jutsu, it's more than just a cool fight scene. It's symbolic, isn't it? He multiplies himself, filling the entire forest with these clones. He's finally proving he's not just some empty vessel for the nine-tailed fox. He's Naruto Uzumaki, and he's here to stay.
He's letting everyone know, and it speaks to that deep-seated desire to be seen, acknowledged, not just for the power he holds, but for who he is. And, it's Iruka's belief in him that unlocks that potential.
Iruka's belief.
Yeah.
And we see it all come through circle in that final scene, Iruka bestowing Naruto with his own forehead protector, officially recognizing him as a ninja of the hidden leaf. Talk about a tearjerker.
Oh, yeah.
It's the culmination of everything they've gone through in this episode.
Absolutely. This episode, it lays the groundwork for everything that follows, It's about finding your people, confronting your past, embracing your own path.